Alright, I've done my editing. Let's get back to this. We've got two options. I can either continue to play with Sydney and continue solving Le Serpent Rouge, or I can go outside and see what has changed with the time block change. I think I will do the latter for now. One comment that I do want to make is, looking at my editing, this thing, this document, this envelope, I don't know whether it's a red herring or not, but we did see Emilio leave the dining room or the area downstairs with an envelope rolled in his newspaper. Did Emilio staple that to the door perhaps? And if so, why?
I don't know what I'd say to them if they answered.
We still cannot get into Lady Howard's room.
I'm simply not up for another boring night in our room. I realise this is not the Riviera, but surely something can be done.
A little quiet would be good for you after today's excitement. And we can go over the...
No, not that. My brain hurts already. I say there, Signore Buchelli. Are you up for bridge?
Con molto piacere. It would be a pleasure.
Now what about a fourth? You there, Miss... Oh, bother.
It's Grace.
No.
Of course it is. Won't you join us for bridge, Grace?
Hell no.
Oh, no, thank you. Why don't you ask...
What about Mr. Wilkes? Where is Mr. Wilkes?
I was just wondering that myself, Signora. I haven't seen him since he left the hotel this afternoon.
Me neither.
What a bother. How unsociable people are these days. No manners whatsoever. I say, Mr. Barzer, would you join us?
I would be happy to oblige.
Thank Christ for that. Look, I'm old, chat, but I am not old enough to understand how to play bridge. Thankfully, we have not been roped into that. So the others have recognised that John Wilkes has been missing since this afternoon. That's interesting. I did go looking for him and I couldn't find him. But they definitely said he'd left the hotel.
They really need to clean these tablecloths.
I have to ask if all these cards are... Oh wow, they are actually... Sorry, I'm just trying to get into a good position where I can see your hand. Ace 10, 9, Ace Jack. Are you going to actually toss out cards here? You had me tricked for a moment there, game. The fact that it tricked me though, that's a good sign. That is impressive animation, but it's not quite what I thought it was.
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
Play? Not even once. I mean, I'll try it, but I don't know how to play bridge.
I don't want to interrupt their game. I have got other things to do.
We do indeed. Right, well that's 4 people accounted for. Simone, you got anything for me?
Simone works nights. I can't imagine what Jean does in the evening.
Who thought about that?
The hotel reg...
We can't read that. We cannot talk to her. Anything interesting happening outside? I can't imagine so, but let's just take a very quick look. The chicken's still here.
Unfortunately, they're closed.
You're going to get eaten one day very shortly, little chicken. Anyone over here? No. Let's walk up these stairs yet again. It doesn't go any faster if I turn away from it. We don't have binoculars, so we can't take a look at the White Rock, Chateau de Blanchefort. The museum will be closed. What about the moped shop? Yeah, he's still missing. He's out there somewhere. Hopefully just looking for the treasure and not doing anything nefarious. But again, I don't get that vibe from him. That's going to be closed. Did Emilio really staple that or sticky tape that letter to the door? I don't know if him carrying the envelope is too obvious a hint. No lights on in there. The shade is drawn. I'll just take a very quick look around the corner. And then we'll go into the church and see if we can figure out how this trace puzzle works. I don't need to go back, I can do this. Can we have another chat to the Abbé perhaps? Because reading that document, or reading something, I don't remember what it was now, it seemed that the secret had been passed down, so maybe he knows something.
I don't need to talk to the Abbé right now.
But if he does, then Grace does not want to interrogate him right now. This thing here, what are we doing with it?
How do I tilt the square? It says, my friend knows the secret but wisely hides the fruit among the chaff. Who's my friend? Is it talking about the parchments again?
Parchments which are in Sydney. When it mentioned St. Michael, I thought that maybe I had to come back here and take a look at these statues on the left and right to try and figure out pattern, perhaps. I just want to take another look at this very quickly. We see 4 angels, or yeah, I can call them angels, I guess, looking directly at us.
I think these 4 angels are mentioned in the Serpent Rouge.
You're saying that now, okay. Where were they mentioned though?
This riddle is fascinating.
Where is it?
In the sanctuary is the font, fountain of love of those who believe, reminding us of these words, by this sign you will conquer. I understand this now. The 4 are the stuff of the alchemist's laboratory, and their cant reflects the light in harmony with their queen.
The 4.
And yet the angels hold tight the secret of the angle that is the key to the kingdom. My friend knows the secret, but wisely he hides the fruit among the chaff, that the treasure not be lost to the infidels.
Fruits makes me think grape? Wine? But I mean, it's talking about the 4 and that they're hiding an angle. There's got to be something here, but I'm not sure what.
I bet this is the statue Taurus mentions.
Okay, were we just looking at Taurus? We were indeed, so we are in the correct spot. But what am I trying to do here?
I bet this is the statue Taurus mentions. Those angels' gestures might not be what they appear. Let me see if I can figure it out.
What are their gestures? That one's looking directly at us.
I think these 4 angels are mentioned in the Serpent Rouge.
This one's looking to the left. That one's looking to the left. And that one's looking down a bit. Just trying to trace anywhere at the moment.
It's a tilted square.
I'm not entirely certain how I got that. I just clicked on their hands. There are definitely another 2 points in there, so that gives us another shape that we can put into Sydney, I guess. The fruit. I'm thinking vineyard. Okay, we got something. which means I need to go back to Sydney, unfortunately. Hopefully the editing that I'm doing on the audio is acceptable there.
I don't need to.
I'm trying to turn the background music down just a fraction, so I can talk over it, and then I'm restoring the volume whenever Grace speaks. Problem is I'm recording this way in advance, so by the time it goes on YouTube, I won't have much of a chance to correct it if I've got it wrong. That there, can we grab that?
I wish I could, but I've got too much to do.
I thought that was something sitting on the bench, I'm not even joking. Oh my god. I'm enjoying this game now, but it is doing my head in.
The Australian is in that room.
That's a terrible spelling of Australian, but I'm not here to criticise the subtitles, I'm here to criticise the game in general. Any chance he's actually hiding in here?
No one's in there.
We can't hear him on the toilet, so he's not in there. Rightio. Let's do it again. It mentioned talking about the parchments. But I don't think that's it. We've just been given a new image. Did I not pick up the tilted square? The problem is it's not a perfectly tilted square, if that makes sense. That is to say, it wasn't a square. It was something like that.
I don't think I'm ready for that shape yet.
Okay, I'm going to make a save here and quickly go back and check. I'll put a cut in here. I need to see just what the hell it is that we just saw, because that makes very little sense. Do I need to record the square perhaps? Also, I apologise for that noise. That was me bumping the microphone. Back in a sec.
I bet this is the statue Taurus mentions.
Okay, the option is gone. What the hell? Can I make a note on it perhaps?
I don't think that would accomplish anything.
Alright, let me load my game. Am I missing something? We just picked up a new shape, or what seemed like a new shape. Raised shape?
I think that's right. I don't want to erase it.
I don't get it. Why is it not showing up in here? Let me load my game. Alright, so I've saved here. What am I missing? We have trace.
Those angels' gestures might not be what they appear. Let me see if I can figure it out.
We're pointing at their hands, and Grace says it's a tilted square and she gets points for it. Or we get points for it.
It's a tilted square.
It's not really a square though. Although I can see that before it disappeared. I can't get it back now. The three lines here on the top left, bottom right, those are in a square pattern, or sort of, but the point on the right was moved out to the side. I don't know whether we're supposed to be able to pick up that particular shape or not, but maybe that's just telling me that the point on the far right is a little bit further out. Maybe pointing at a place, like a vineyard perhaps? Where is it? It's glancing in OBS, making sure everything's good. Alright, if I go analyze, let's open the map. Now look at this. The map is all the way on the edge here. Like that? It was kind of in that shape. Analysis of points entered indeterminate. Try new points. I can't resize this. It definitely wasn't a square. One of the points was way out here on the right. The square was tilted like this, roughly, and the point was further to the right. But I'm not seeing many points of interest, no pun intended, over on this side of the map. Apart from that place perhaps, but I mean, I'm not certain what the game's telling me at the moment. Can I clear the points? I can't clear any points here, so I've got 5 points. Renly Chateau, since I don't know how to pronounce that, Bulgarak and Costa Uzo, or however you pronounce that, along with Chateau de Blanchefort. I can't delete any of those points, so how about I place a point here at Arcs, or however that's pronounced. There's 1 point there, but what does that tell me? I can't resize this and I can't delete it.
I don't think there'll be another one of those on the map.
You never know, Grace.
I don't think there'll be another one of those on the map.
Okay, so let's take a look at the parchments again. Extract anomalies via geometry. We're not going to get anything new here, it's just going to be the same triangle. Shape has been saved, a right-angled triangle. A Pythagorean triangle. I don't see the value in that just yet. The other one contains the Blue Apples cipher. I have no idea how it's getting that.
Scion. These parchments must be linked to the Priory somehow.
A-Z-S-I-O-N. I see that as Z even though it says N, but due to its width I just read that as Z. My brain's weird like that. A. I don't know where this might lead, but let me just put a point here. What about if we put a grid on there? Does Grace say anything about a grid?
I'm not sure about that.
Don't worry, me neither.
I don't think a grid is going to help me right now.
Fill shape does nothing. Where else do we have on this map? Kind of feel like we should put a point here at the center. If we then put a point over here, wish I could see exactly where this is. On these other places here, there was like a little symbol where I could place the full stop or the point. I don't see it here. Unless it's supposed to be there, perhaps. It doesn't quite reach arcs. It gets close, but it doesn't quite get there. What about the vineyard here? Yeah, see that symbol there? That's where I was placing points. I'd like to get out of there, please, if I could. Kind of awkward to control. Something like that, perhaps, but what am I looking for? I'm almost ready to crack and click the hints button, but I don't want to just yet if I can avoid it.
How do I tilt the square? It says, my friend knows the secret but wisely hides the fruit among the chaff. Who's my friend? Is it talking about the parchments again?
Who is your friend?
In the sanctuary is the font, fountain of love of those who believe, reminding us of these words, by this sign you will conquer. I understand this now. The four are the stuff of the alchemist's laboratory, and their cant reflects the light in harmony with their queen. And yet the angels hold tight the secret of the angle that is the key to the kingdom. My friend knows the secret, but wisely he hides the fruit among the chaff, that the treasure not be lost to the infidels.
This has got to be back at the church, right? It's got to be something back here. Let me just get the angle again. Let's take another look at this. It really does look like... No, that's not quite at a right angle there. It's close, but it's not there. I wouldn't call that a tilted square. What would you call that? I mean, obviously it's not a rectangle or a square, but... I don't know what you describe that as.
It's a tilted square.
And I studied geometry. I mean, you can say it's a diamond, but I also don't think it's a perfect diamond either. So, something here must hold the answer. Tilt up, please.
Crowning the apse is the large bas-relief of the Beatitudes sermon.
The fruits. Again, you don't have answers for me?
I don't need to talk to the abbé right now. I don't think that would accomplish anything. Behind the altar can be seen the Holy Family. Saint Joseph with infant.
That's not it.
The altar represents the elements found in the Magdalene statue and Anne's new ones. The Magdalene appears to be in a cave. At her knees is a skull, and she gazes fixedly upon a slight cross made from branches. But on this cross one can see a new living twig growing forth. Could this refer to the living offshoot of Christianity? Or...
We do have a thing here, but I don't know how that's connected.
Magdalene is the queen in Le Serpent Rouge.
That doesn't tell me a whole lot of anything new. Did any of these statues perhaps have fruits with them? Had the flowers?
Jesus, as he's being anointed by his cousin, the Baptist, gazes placidly downward.
Wait a minute. This one over here had something, correct?
St. Anthony of Padua was a Franciscan monk who converted many heretics. He is most famous for a vision he had of the baby Jesus. The lily in his hand represents purity. He is the patron saint of lost items.
A lily. That does not help.
Saint Roche, along with Saint Germain, is one.
That's nothing, and I'm pretty sure this is nothing as well.
Saint Anthony with book and staff.
What's about the graveyard, perhaps? failing that, I can try looking for some stuff in Sydney, searching, but I don't know what I'm looking for.
Pierre Fransard.
Nothing here is jumping out at me.
Here lies Marie Denarnaud, died January 19th, 1953, at the age of 85 years. Wow.
Roots makes me think vineyard. I'll just say that right now, and if that's not the answer, then I don't know what it could be.
I don't think that would accomplish anything.
Me neither. Let me go back to Sydney, and I'll see if I can figure this out, but I'm very close to clicking the hint button to solve the next part of this riddle. The only other thing that comes to mind about fruits is, of course, that's fruit. The one from the whole Adam and Eve thing. Come on. First fruits. The term first fruits designate the offering of the first crops of the harvest and the beasts of the herds, which were supposedly the best of quality, to placate and give thanks to the gods. However, the term is derived from an earlier term, the firstborn of the womb, which designates the firstborn of the creatress. That is a very long paragraph. What the hell? I'm not reading all that. I'm not reading it out loud anyway. Is there something here? Maya became Maya, Mary or Mary. How does this help me? So is there anything in here?
I wonder who could have left this for us, and why?
Possibly the same person who left this, and if so, maybe it was Emilio. What am I missing here?
In the sanctuary is the font, fountain of love of those who believe, reminding us of these words, by this sign you will conquer. I understand this now. The four are the stuff of the alchemist's laboratory, and their cant reflects the light in harmony with their queen. And yet the angels hold tight the secret of the angle that is the key to the kingdom. My friend knows the secret, but wisely he hides the fruit among the chaff, that the treasure not be lost to the infidels.
Yeah, I don't know.
How do I tilt the square? It says, my friend knows the secret, but wisely hides the fruit among the chaff. Who's my friend? Is it talking about the parchments again?
I don't know about this one. Druids? Oh boy. Do not talk to me about druids, chat. Alright, so I'm gonna ask Sydney for a hint here because I'm genuinely lost.
We're looking for a tilted square, but at what angle is it tilted? Seems like I need some kind of reference line or point on the map that I can use to position the square. Taurus says, my friend knows the secret but wisely hides the fruit among the chaff. Who's my friend? Is it talking about the parchments again? If so, maybe it's related to that blue apple cipher I wrote down in my notebook. I should take another look at it.
All I read in there was an absolute pile of rubbish. Blue apples, fruits. That's a bit tenuous game, but okay. Can't read that? Really? Shepherdess no without. Temptation that I can barely read this. Hold the key piece 681 by the cross in this house of God, horse of God. I complete destroy this demon spirit guardian at midday to the meridian, blue apples.
Taurus says, my friend hides the fruit among the chaff. If the blue apples bit is the fruit, perhaps the piece 681 by the cross and this horse of God part is the chaff. In other words, a red herring. So, I complete this spirit guardian, okay, that must be the square, at midday or to the meridian, blue apples. Blue apples? That's what the old lady at Chateau de Serres said to me.
Really?
She meant grapes. Could blue apples be referring to vineyards? Sarah's itself?
I was sort of on that track when I tagged the point. You saw me tag the point, chat, really. But once again, I feel like you're drawing a very long bow there, Grace. I mean, the game's telling me to do this, so, you know. The Totoceres, we see that point there. But you're saying you want me to align it to the meridian like that? I'll try that. Right. Oh my god.
That's the blue apple cipher that Sydney found in one of the Schattenjäger parchments. Taurus says, my friend hides the fruit among the chaff.
The grapes among the chaff.
If the blue apple's bit is the fruit, perhaps the piece 681 by the cross and this horse of God part is the chaff. In other words, a red herring. So, I complete this spirit guardian. Okay, that must be the square.
Where are you getting that from?
Midday or to the meridian, blue apples. Blue apples. That's what the old lady at Chateau de Serres said to me. She meant grapes. Could blue apples be referring to vineyards? Serres itself?
You're talking about Serres, but I don't see how that helps me, based on this very scientific test that I've just performed here, unless I have to tilt it a little bit more. I don't know. Unless it means there. Maybe the point should be there. Let me clear that point. No, that's just a full stop in Chateau de Serres. The meridian is here. Paris Meridian. Like that, maybe? Connect these 2 points. Which I can't really do. Maybe like that.
To the meridian, blue apples. In other words, to the meridian from the vineyard.
Yeah, I was looking at that tangent, or trying to make the tangent appear there, but maybe I needed the points on the meridian. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that under any circumstances. Okay, well the line is tangential to circle and intersects with conjoining features on the meridian, not of, on. Took me about 5 goes to say that. Right. Now what? Do I have to solve this entire thing before we can move on? No, we're still here.
Now, if I'm right about that fruit reference, the square should align somehow with the Serres meridian line.
So what does it look like down the bottom? Down here. Shall we place some points here and see what Sydney says? What are we looking at? You see it's a tangent to Rennes Chateau as well, which is interesting.
Yes, that must be it.
I have no idea what the hell I just did. I literally don't know what I just did. I clicked the mouse and suddenly the square turned blue. Possibly because... I don't know. I don't know what I just did. I'm gonna load that because I literally don't know what the hell I just did. It reminds me of freaking Batman Arkham City all over again, where you accidentally push a button and you pick up a Riddler trophy. Let me load that. Give me 1 sec. Okay, 3rd or 4th time lucky. Let me zoom in here. Tilt the square so that... Oh my god. This is so awkward to control. No, really, I would like to tilt this square now, please. Thank you. So if I just tilt it like that, passing through Chateau de Serre, and here, I need to put the points in there for that to work. So one there, one there.
To the meridian blue apples. In other words, to the meridian from the vineyard.
Right, but... I see. So it's drawing a line there and it just wants me to overlay the square with it.
Yes, that must be it.
Like that. And once again, time progresses, so... I will take a look at this, but I think we have to go outside. We have Gemini and Cancer next.
The mosaic tiles of the sacred place alternate black or white, and Jesus, like Asmodeus, observes their alignment. I can find 64 stones of the perfect cube, which the Knights of the Beauty of the Black Wood had scattered when they fled from the White Fort while they were being pursued by the usurpers. Reassemble the scattered stones and, working with square and compass, put them into ranks. The knightly order of the perfect cube fits within and gives structure to Our Lady's protector, the Heavenly Quartet.
I assume the white force is Chateau de Blanchefort, and the black and white squares, well, that's got to be the church.
I think the 64 stones represent a chessboard, a grid or perfect cube of 8 by 8 blocks. It must go on the map somehow.
Alright, she said the G word. An entire screen with an 8 by 8 grid.
I'm not sure about that.
What? Okay. Draw grid within... No, not that. Erase grid. Draw grid within the shape. 8 by 8.
That's it! That's the chessboard. Way to go, kid.
Hell. I kind of want to load now to see what's outside.
Hey, Gailey. You seen Madeline?
Of course. She's under my bed.
Huh? Ah, you're being smart, are you? Well, I just thought she might be with that fella of yours. This is his room too, ain't it?
Yes.
Say, since Madeline's not around, you want to have dinner with me?
Fuck off.
No.
Oh, come on. I got some celebrating to do. Hey, I'm going to be a rich man after what I found today. You play your cards right, you might learn something.
All right. I'll change and meet you downstairs.
Really? Good, I'll,
Please don't take him up on that offer.
Quit it! Knock it off!
What's going on here?
Is this it?
just like I said, right?
You said you'd explain it to me. I just don't understand all these technical things.
Shouldn't have got me so damn drunk then.
Oh, come on. I'm dying to hear your theory.
Don't even think about it.
Now, you said this was taken by satellite?
Damn right.
Seismologists.
Them. Right. They use radar to take satellite pictures all the time. Shows them underground faults and whatnot. No one ever thought to take one here, though, right? So when I sees one of these maps, I says to myself, John, I says, that's the ticket. And I was right, too, huh?
Oh, so the radar bounces off the Earth and the echo is recorded.
What?
I mean, I guess.
Right. So I pays to get one of these pictures done. And baby, I hit the jackpot.
What's this dark area here?
A big old hollow. What you think? Caves, right? But all connected. A huge mother.
So you think this is where the treasure is?
Nah, baby. The treasure's right here.
Ugh! Chica!
Nice.
Hi. I just got back and I was trying to What are you doing with Wilkes, Grace?
Punching his
None of
lights
your
out.
business. And, don't wait up. I'm sure Mosley's back too, and we do have that catching up to do.
Weird growl, Gabriel. I feel like I need to watch that again, but I'm also going to load yet again because I want to see what the hell happens elsewhere in that time block, whether we miss anything or not. So I might do another quick load, if that's all right with you. Just trigger that again, and I'll meet you back in just a sec. Right, so all we need to do is enter points here and here. Draw that.
To the Meridian Blue Apples. In other words, to the Meridian from the vineyard.
And then just get it to overlap. That's all Taurus is.
Yes, that must be it.
Right. We don't get that cutscene until we place the grid. Has anything happened to us here? I'll get it right eventually. Are we going to get ambushed as we leave here? So John Brooks has done his research, seismic research, getting I'll call it like a seismic map of what is under the ground. And there's a huge, great honking hollow between Lebec, whatever the hell that is. Nothing's changed here.
I don't want to interrupt their game.
And between Renly Bane and wherever else. There's a hollow area underground. Doesn't surprise me, to be honest, but all the same, it is a bit shocking. We're finally getting an answer, perhaps. And another interesting thing, I don't know if this is mandatory or not for us to have realized the time in Larry Chess's house and make that wake-up call, because the next time block takes place at 2 a.m. in the morning. And we're playing as Gabriel.
That's the Abbe's office. I don't need to...
Yeah, okay, I think I've seen enough. I'm not going to watch that cutscene again. Well, I will watch it, but you won't see it. Let's go put this grid here. Grace will get very happy by that. And he's interrupted by the Australian who, quite frankly, is acting like a piece of shit. He is very drunk though. He's been drinking all afternoon. He did go somewhere. Driving drunk, no doubt. And yeah, he's come back. He said he's made a discovery. Whether he's full of shit or not, well, obviously he's full of shit. He's an Australian, but whether he's full of shit or not about discovering the treasure, well, we'll find out, I guess.
That's it! That's the chessboard.
Way to go.
And we're going to need to solve the rest of that riddle later on. We're officially in day 3. And I see a baby. I don't know whether to be concerned about that or not. It's 2 a.m. We've been given a wake-up call. We leave the door quite quietly.
I don't need anything in there. Besides, if I wake up Gracie, she'll want to come along.
Alright, so he's gotten up off the couch, and he has snuck out.
I don't want to wake anybody up.
Everyone is asleep. Plates and stuff have been cleared. Oh, that's... Damn, that's terrible. Like, I get it, you want to stay at your desk, but geez. Go sleep in a real bed, please.
She's the night receptionist. I don't want to wake her up.
And yet we're going to get on our Harley and rev it up and head out of town. That thing will make some noise. Holy crap, it's so dark out here. Well, I mean, yeah, it's to be expected. It's nighttime, but you know.
They're closed.
We're going straight to Larry Chess's place or somewhere else? It's the same new music.
I could pull into the driveway, but that's probably not the best idea.
Even if you pulled next door though, surely they'd hear that engine. Holy shit, it is so dark. That's freaky as hell. Wow. I thought it looked a bit like an animal for a moment. Okay, let's take the long way to Larry Chester's house, and hopefully we won't run into any night visitors along the way. Where is Larry's house? That way leads up to Chateau de Blanchefort. You know what? I'm here, so I might as well.
I wouldn't be able to see a thing. It's too dark.
No. If you can see anything out there, I mean, you're saying you're not going to be able to see a thing, but if you see a light source or something, that's sus as hell. Unless it's, you know, at Renly's Chateau.
I should lay low and see what Larry's up to.
You mean like hiding at the corner there, or walking out to that well and hiding behind the well perhaps?
It's Larry Chester's house.
What's he up to? He's doing what we all do with our computers at 2 AM in the morning. Let's go sneak over here. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Why do you need to do this at 2 AM though? Couldn't you dig whatever it is up at, you know, a more reasonable hour? Right, he's gone in this direction. That's actually a new direction, and I don't know if that was ever available to me before. I kind of feel like I need to check.
I'd rather use the front.
Yeah, we know he's not there. Can we break in here? Or do we have to follow him?
It's the front door.
Alright, so let's go follow him. I don't know if that was ever a path. If it was, I've straight up missed it every time. Where is he going? I don't think we're doing a good job of hiding here, but we've already established that he is blind, so it doesn't matter. So at this point, I assume he's gone back home, which is all the way over there. Bodies. Babies. Both. What is with this music?
Someone could really hurt themselves on those rocks.
You don't say.
Someone could really hurt themselves on those rocks.
What the hell was just buried here?
Now, what do you suppose he put in there?
And why? Why at 2 AM? Was he expecting a delivery at 2 AM and then picked it up and buried it?
I'll go get the shovel off the bag.
That was quick. We'd better not find a baby.
I hope it's not a dead gerbil or something.
Most Holy and Sacred Bloodline by Larry Sinclair.
Well.
Alright, Gabriel, do you want to erase the evidence here, please?
Yep, it's a hole.
Fill that hole in. Trying to bury information about his past?
This must be the book Larry's working on. He lied about the topic and his name.
And so did the Abbé, because the Abbé told us that his name was Larry Chester. I wrote that down, I don't know how many weeks ago now, but I definitely wrote down his name was Larry Chester. Most Holy and Sacred Bloodline. The book about the Templars that he's writing, and he needs to get rid of it because reasons.
I'd rather give it to my speed reading partner.
You're the writer, Gabriel.
This must be the book Larry's working on. He lied about the topic and his name.
The topic as well, so that means the Abbé lied about the topic as well. What are they both up to, really? Is there any way I can hide the evidence here, or am I fucked?
I suppose I should fill it in. I'll do it when I leave. Nope.
It's like it was buried in an envelope or something. Alright, well, he said he'll do it when he leaves, but...
I'll take it with me when I go.
Okay, there's something a bit weird going on here. If I try to leave, am I going to get ambushed?
I better grab the shovel.
Right, so I assume what he's done is he's filled in the hole, hidden the evidence, and we're all the way back out here now. No one else here at the big black rock at this hour? Alright, well, we went on a bit of a night excursion. We caught Larry Sinclair hiding his book. And it turns out that wasn't the proper topic of the book, and it turns out that wasn't even his name. And yes, we were informed very early by the Abbé, when we were just, chatting casually, he didn't know who we were, to have a chat to Larry Chester, who is writing a book about the Templars. And Larry corroborated all that information himself. And you are? A certain black sedan.
Damn it. It was a black sedan, but I missed it. Weird.
Was there an opportunity to do follow? I'm gonna get back there immediately and check if there was an opportunity to follow. Give me a sec. Even so, if I'm following the black sedan, surely it's gonna see me. Like, it's the dead of night, for Christ's sakes. I'll get to Larry's place. It is the absolute dead of night. They would notice and hear someone following them.
I should lay low.
Yep, will do. Let's sneak there. Can I skip all that? Yes. I also would love to check if we can actually go in that direction. I might do that as a little bonus thing at the end of this video, just to see if there's a path here that I've missed every time. Because honestly, if so, that's kind of hilarious.
I better grab
the shovel. So we're back here. We are back at the bike. Let me make a save. Yeah, look at this. I tried to exit normally just by walking off the road. And we're not going to get the option. He tries to kick the engine, but it doesn't go.
Damn it. It was a black sedan, but I missed it. Weird.
Can we follow us? so dark here. Holy shit.
They're closed.
And unfortunately, I cannot see inside whether a black sedan has been parked outside the garage. Alright, so we see the black sedan going around at the dead of night. We've only seen one other person who's awake at this hour though, apart from us, and that is Larry. Where did Larry go? I don't think there's any point going back there, that is going here and then taking the long route. Just because that's a waste of time and he's got his own car. Firma, I assume that means closed. Once again, I don't speak a word of French.
They're closed.
I feel like I've got to look around here for this black sedan. It's not here. I can't imagine it's hiding here. Did they find this car? They did not. It's not been towed away or anything. It's just been left there, which seems like pretty poor work from the police if I do say so myself. I was just there. That's very poor work on my part. L'Hermitage. Anything here? Or anyone here, I should say? No. Kim sword. The forest whose name I can't pronounce properly. About this place where Estelle stopped by. Nothing. Train station, which compared to all the other places is very well lit. The taxi is still there, but there's no sign of a black sedan. Okay, well, I assume we've been out there to get what we came for. There's no black sedan here. Is there a black sedan over at this residence? Not around the corner on the right, perhaps? No. That could be nothing. That could just be the game setting something up, but all the same, I'm worried about that.
Time for bed again.
The unicorn that we saw in the intro. Whoa. Three vampires. Oh, that's never a good sign. Fucking hell. Unicorn's blood? That makes me think immortality. They take its blood. They drink of it. What's wrong with your face? What, you turned into a unicorn of your own? No, Gabriel's just dreaming again. Grace, once again, I need some of my pills. Dream within a dream, I hope. Leave my... I mean, she's not my waifu, but she's someone very special to me. Leave her alone. Ugh. Do I need an age rating on this? Is she gone, or...? This isn't dissimilar to the night visitors visiting the Stewarts, or indeed what happened at the start of the game in the graphic novel. Has she actually been... Oh god, Gabriel. I get why you're doing it, but... I'm assuming that was a dream within a dream. But when Grace wakes up, she's, Is she ours? Gabriel, what are you doing? Are you still dreaming? Normally I'd cut the video here, but we need to figure out what happened immediately. So I don't know if that was just Gabriel having a bad dream or what, but it's not dissimilar to what the night visitors were doing allegedly, so, you know. We're looking at the map in Sydney again, in the background there. Grace, thoughts?
I can't believe what happened last night. Well, it was a long time coming. Oh, God.
Oh, God, indeed.
I really don't want to do that. He's still sleeping. Thank God.
Did they really, you know... Tab A and Slot B and all that? I can't imagine they'll go that far.
It's the keys to the Harley.
I wish Grace would comment on whether something weird happened to her last night apart from, you know, that.
Yep, you bet.
Okay, Grace does know how to drive a Harley.
Look at all these genealogy charts. It's about the bloodline. I wonder where he found it.
Maybe we'll find out when he wakes up.
This bloodline concept keeps cropping up. I wonder if Sydney knows anything about it.
I'll type bloodline into Sydney, take a look at the wall of text, cry, and then cut the video.
I'm tempted to sit down with it, but I've got other things I want to do this morning. I'll read it later.
Other things like running as far away from this guy as possible. Larry Sinclair, does she realize who that is?
It's a manuscript about the bloodline of Jesus.
I can't imagine she does. Unless the name has magically changed in the suspects list. I wish she said something like, have I been wounded, or something, I don't know. I'm kind of in shock by everything that just happened. Suspects. He's still called Larry Chester. Do I have anything here? I don't think so. I could potentially continue working on this. In fact, I think I do need to continue working on that. But I'm going to leave that for next time. I've got to do it, I guess. Let me just search for fruits because I did that previously. Bloodlines, what do we have? Sacred bloodline of the pharaohs. In ancient Egypt, the bloodline of the pharaohs was manipulated in each successive generation by a powerful sect of priests. The blood of the pharaohs was considered divine due to this calculated genetic cross-matching. In their efforts, the priests used a variety of methods to determine the proper marriages, including magical portents and divination, astrological progressions, try saying that 10 times fast, and even a kind of ritual that would now be considered a form of chemical testing. The bloodline was intermarried frequently, brother to sister, to double its divine potency. The priests were trying to create a living Osiris, a god on earth, by perfecting the lineage of their pharaohs. The details of this process were one of the highest secrets of Egypt and have been lost to the sands of time. Is that what's going on at the chateau, perhaps? The Orion constellation, also called Osiris, the constellation of Orion or Osiris, has deep ties to magic and divination. It was the most important constellation to the Egyptians, and Osiris was identified with their pharaohs. Recent theories have connected the placement of the pyramids with the positions of the stars in Osiris's belt. Is that true? I might have to look that up later. Orion has a 12,000 year progression in the night sky, but every 2,000 years it aligns with certain planets, Jupiter and Saturn, to form a very bright conjunction. This conjunction is believed to be the Star of Bethlehem, mentioned in the Bible as heralding the birth of Jesus Christ. The conjunction has special significance to a number of different occult and religious groups. Interesting. Don't know how true any of that is or not, but maybe I'll look that up later. Right, I'm going to take a brief pause here because I'm genuinely not sure how long this video is going to be with all the cutting that I have to do. So, yeah, I assume next goal is to continue working on this puzzle. We can take a look around. We can ruminate on what the hell just happened there, whether Gabriel had a bad dream and needed some comforts or something else. And yeah, I'm interested to see where this game goes at least, so it's got that going for us. Alright, I'll be back shortly.